this has been certainly a lot of uncertainty. Many developments have happened in the last few hours or so, or just this week alone. Is it really over for Pita?
Well, after Parliament voted to not let him run again for a second time, it seems like Pita is facing a dead end, and it may be the end of the road for him. However, the headache isn't over for Pita. He still yesterday he had a dramatic exit from Parliament because he was handed a suspension order from the Constitutional Court, because as Parliament was debating for hours whether he could be nominated again, the Constitutional Court moved to accept a case that was filed against him by the Election Commission last week that seeks his disqualification. So now he faces a disqualification from the membership of the House of Representatives entirely, and his party also faces dissolution over its pledge to reform the Les Majestés law. So the headache is not over Pita, even though he seems to have been kicked out of the PM race.
All right. What's the reaction on the ground been since what happened in Parliament? What are experts, protesters, how are they reacting to yesterday's result?
Experts were, to say the least, quite baffled that there was even a vote to whether to allow Pita to run for a second time, because the Constitution itself does not limit how many times a candidate can be nominated. And Pita apparently was the election winner, and to be denied not once but twice was baffling to legal experts. At the same time, protesters were gathering outside of Parliament gates yesterday to support Pita, and on the other side of the gates were police officers in flak jackets. And there was more than one protest yesterday, actually. There was another protest at the Democracy Monument, a symbolic site, and people were angry that the Parliament did not respect the will of the people that was expressed in the May election. And Pita posted on social media asking people to keep fighting with him, which could be seen as a call for mob protest.
What should we look out next? There's another PM vote that's set for about a week from now. What can we expect?
What happened in yesterday's vote actually set a precedent and raised the stakes for the next PM vote, actually, because if Pita cannot be nominated again, that means that the next candidate to try for the top job will have to get it right the very first time. And Pita has indicated that he would step down and let the second largest party, Pheu Thai, take the lead of the coalition, and that he would back a Pheu Thai PM candidate. That's not clear yet if it's going to happen right away. Even Pheu Thai is waiting for Pita to call the shots. But many analysts are expecting Pheu Thai to be fielding their candidates in the next round, and that could be property tycoon Seththha Thavisin or Paetongtarn Shinawatra, the youngest daughter of former Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawatra. And we can also maybe expect multiple candidates, as well as the conservative parties might nominate some of their own.